Hello again, crafters. Here we are now with a box and card all combined. Yeah? As you can see from this, it's a triangular shaped box, and inside I've put, just to show that there's something in there, I've put in some curly ribbon. But obviously you can put in whatever you like. The lid does come off, by the way, and some of the curly ribbon that I put in, as you can see, that's all I put in there, just to show that something was in there. Okay, so anything that you fancy to put in, as long as it'll fit in, perhaps some dainty little lacy scraps of something will do very nicely for someone. Okay, now what you will need for this, oh, by the way, I should tell you, the box is sealed, is stuck onto the card, and the card then has an insert for you to write in whatever you want. Okay? Good. Now what you will need is some gold mirror card and some acetate. Yeah? Then you will print off the following items. There's the actual card itself and the card insert. So you just print them off like this, as I've done there, and fold for one to go inside the other. So that's those two. Then you will cut out the base and the lid of the actual card box like this, and fold them on the lines, as you can see, folding all these pieces in to glue them together. Right, so you'll cut those out and fold them. Then the box itself, you'll cut that out all around the edges, and then cut out the inserts to put the acetate in. Yeah? Quite simple, isn't it? You're going to love this. It's a little bit trickier than usual, but I know you'll do it. So the card itself, I've already folded it, and I've put on here strips of double-sided tape. And making sure you get it the right way around. Put that into the crease of the card and fold it over. That's one side stuck down, and then take the other piece off. My neighbours still seem to have builders next door, so any banging, I hope you'll excuse it and sort of cancel it out from your hearing if you can. So that's the card part done. We've cut out and folded the actual box itself. Now, I've also cut out the piece of mirror card and two pieces of acetate to cover the apertures there for the windows. So you can see where they're going to fit, yeah? The piece of mirror card, I've cut that the same size. So once you decide on the measurement for the acetate for the windows there, you need to cut the mirror card approximately the same size. Okay? Leave those to one side for a moment. The first things we have to do is we have to make the base and the lid of the card. Yeah? And the way I do it is I have a little bit of glue, which is not bad at all, this, and it's any sort of the type of glue that the kids use at school. You can't go far wrong with it. The main thing is having some sort of container like this with the point on the end of it to be able to direct it. So once that is there, then I have good old paper clip, they're marvellous, and hold that down to stick it. And I'll do this now on every one. I'm doing this first because these need to be glued and firm before we actually make the box. We have quite some good news coming up. There's going to be some competitions for free memberships to UClick, the software that I use to make all these projects. It is absolutely exceptional because you can decide what size you're going to do anything, what colour you're going to do anything, and if you don't like it, you just cancel it and start again until you've got what you want. That's without wasting anything. So that's the base. The base is the one which is deeper. That's how you'll tell the difference. And obviously, by the same token, this one will be the lid. Can't beat the paper clips for anything like this. They are fantastic. We're adding a lot more stuff to the UClick software. A lot more graphics. And the way that they can be manipulated is incredible. You can literally, it's like having your own little factory, I suppose. Do so much with it. Now they are set, or they're ready to set, okay? So now we'll put the windows in. As you can see, I've already put some very narrow tape around this, ready to go. So it's just a case of peeling this off. Of course it doesn't always peel off, as we know. However, you can but try. Well, not going too bad up to now. Famous last words. Well, it's like a sunbathing day here. Really, really a beautiful day. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are, and I hope you're enjoying it. There we are. That's that one. Doesn't matter how it looks on the inside, that's not what people are going to see. How it looks on the outside is the important thing. Oh, just when I said it was getting easy. Oh, there we are. We're going, we're going. I hope you liked the glitzy card that we had the other day. And I hope you like the double butterfly ones. I do like butterflies, you might have guessed. I really do like butterflies. There we are. So there you can see the shine, yeah, on the acetate, yeah. Now on this edge, this is the outside edge, as you look at the card. It will be the inside edge when it's stuck together. So a strip of double-sided tape on there, yeah, and then this will go inside there to stick together, but before it goes we put in, or rather we put on the base. This is why we stuck these first, to get them ready, for them to be dry enough to use. So that would fit there when we're ready for it. Now on the inside of this tag that we've this edge that we've just been talking about, then we put, if I've got this right, let me get it right again, yes, yes. Then we stick this there, okay? Because this is the fiddly bit, but you're going to like it. If you can see the effect that I'm getting there, that would fold over there. Let's do it right. And be inside there. Okay, now I'm fiddling around now. Got to get it right. There. Now, do you see what I'm getting out there? Okay? Right. So that will be, if we look at this one, there we are. So a strip of tape on there is what we need now. There we are. That's that one. And again, to make sure that we've got this in the right place, I won't take all of the tape off straight away. That wants to go in there, yeah? Now, all things being equal, that should fit. There we are. Of course, I've smudged the mirror card, but you can wipe those off. Now, it's a little bit higher on one side than it is on the other, because we have to put the base on the inside. Okay? Can you see where I'm going with this? The base, it goes that way, by the way, goes on the inside. So when this comes up, you're not wasting the gold under there hidden away. You'll see what I mean when it's done. If the base is there inside, which is that way around, so that you can see the design on the inside of the card box. And the mirror then comes halfway along the top edge, going up this way. I'll show you when we get to that. Okay, so we've got that on. So that's going to be the top of the card, that way. There we are. So this part is going to go down here. Now hopefully it should be dry enough. Famous last words. Now for this, I use the glue again because I prefer it. You get a better hold with it. So this has got to go in here. Yeah. I think would be better. Little bit trial and error this. For me. You're gonna love it. There we go. So we'll start with this end. Just sort of scrape it on and spread it around a little bit. Like that. We'll go and make sure that you don't stick it onto the actual fold that's going to fold over, if you see what I mean. Oh, do it the right way around, yeah. There's one to look out for. Margaret nearly did it wrong. Now at this point I will put some more paper clips in there, or on there, to hold it in place. And you see the effect that I'm talking about? There you'll get the design on the bottom as you look at the box. If you can just see that on the bottom. Okay, so that's on there. Making sure that it's even. And then you want some more on the next side. You might prefer to use tape, but I don't find that tape is strong enough for anything like this, and I get a better effect with the glue. That's that one. Some more paper clips in there. There we go. Nice and firm. Now, before we stick this last piece on there, we need to remove just part of that tape, but not all of it. Okay. Now here we go again. One thing is, you can manoeuvre things about until you get the effect that you need, until you get it in the right order so that you can hold it firm and get on with it. Okay, now that is going over there, and that is going to be paper clipped as well. Okay. Sorry guys, don't paper clip it straight away. Bend inside the other fold, as you can see. Okay. I do apologise for that noise unfortunately, from next door. I hope it won't interfere too much with your enjoyment. At least it gives a little, I suppose they call it light relief. There we go. Now that they will stay on for some time, obviously, until it's dried. I'll put a few more paper clips to hold it together because manoeuvring it will keep it apart, and we don't want to keep it apart. Now, there we are, partly finished. Yeah, that's wobbly because the paper clips are there. The lid itself, as you can see, that's the wrong lid. There we are. Take the paper clips off. Just manoeuvre it and that's on. Now that design, obviously it matches the base design. That's the old trick. The thing about it particularly is, apart from all that, the base and the lid also make a box themselves. They can be used as a tiny gift box, depending again on what you might be doing. But these are items that are available through Uclick, and there's so much option. The things that you can make, it is totally incredible. Now depending on what you put in there, depends on who you're giving it to. I made a little tag out. There are some tags to go with it, by the way. There we are. There's a sheet of tags already. The one I've chosen is to Happy Birthday Granddaughter. You could put some nice stuff in there for a granddaughter, and the tag can go wherever you please. It can be have a hole punched in there on a little ribbon, whatever, or it can be stuck somewhere, however you choose. Now the next thing is the actual card itself. If you remember, we put the insert inside, yeah, so that part is where the box is going to sit on there, okay. Now the main thing is, we don't want to seal the lid because they need to be able to open that when they get it. As you can see with the one that I showed you that was already made, the lid goes on. Where are they? Trust me guys, the lid does go on. Yeah, there we are. So the lid goes on, and it needs to be able to be removed, obviously, for the gift. And we have this, what we call foam tape, quite strong. And what I do is, I have 2 strips of it on the back of the card, but not near where the lid is going to be, yeah? So, giving a good allowance there. There we are. And another piece. And then, like any other tape, you just peel off the cover. There we are. And then the flat side of the box goes on there, making sure, as you can see, you're not going to affect the lid. Okay? There we are. It's not always easy to keep this down straight away. Any method that you might have. One method I've found very good is using something firm and pressing it down. Usually a ruler is very good. And that will hold it down. And as you can see, you can put the lid back on because you've not interfered with it. There we go. You just write on whatever you want to say and you're ready. All you've got to do now is put something interesting inside. Okay guys, hope you've enjoyed that one. I'll be back again soon.